from verse 1 to 7. And it says, at that time, the Emperor Augustus ordered the census to be taken throughout the Roman Empire. Verse 2. When this first census took place, Quirinius was the governor of Syria. Verse 3. Everyone then went to register himself, each to his own town. Verse 4. Joseph went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to the town of Bethlehem in Judea. Praise the Lord. He went to register with Mary, who promised in marriage to him. She was pregnant. Verse 6. And while they were in Bethlehem, the time came for her to have her baby. Verse 7 and the last. She in wraps of clothes and laid him in a manger. There was no room for them to stay in the inn. This is the word of the Lord.
The reading is taken from the book of Matthew chapter 2 from verse 1 to 12. And I read, Matthew chapter 2 from verse 1 to 12. Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judah, in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and has come to worship him. Number three. When the Herod the king had this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem. Number three. When Herod the king had this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. 4. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. Verse 5. So they said to him, in Bethlehem of Judah, for thus it is written by the prophet. 6. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the rulers of Judah. For out of you shall come a ruler, who will shepherd my people Israel. Verse 7. Then Herod, when he had secretly called the wise men, determined from them what time the star appeared. 8. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search carefully for the young child, and when you have found him, bring back word in me, and I may come and worship him also. Verse 9. When they had the king, they departed, and behold, the star which they had seen in the east went before them. Till it came and stood over where the young child was. Verse 10. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. Verse 11. And when they had come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother. And when they had worshipped him, and when they had opened their treasures, they presented gifts to him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Verse 12, the last verse. Let's read together. Then, being divinely warned in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed for their own country another way. Thanks be to God.